Let's do this. So today I'm coming at you guys with a different video. It's going to be like post commentary of one of my solo no death runs I got against the GLOOM. In this run, I was using Air Strafe, Napalm, grenade launcher, jump pack, and vitality enhancement, with my guns being Cookout, Ultimatum, and stun nades with the engineering kit armor. Let's dive right into it, right? And I wasn't go through. Right, for this one, it's gonna be me going through what I was thinking at the time, and telling you guys what strategies and what other methods I was using in this run alone. Let's go. Thing about the bugs, right, is you have to be moving a lot. Most of your fights, you're gonna have to be running away, unless you have a supply pack. And maybe like a sentry, you could probably fight a bug breach, but most of the time you'll see me like I'm running away from fights. Not because I can't fight them. It's mainly because it's just going to be a waste of time, and I'm going to get side hit by some charger or behemoth or something. So right now I'm just checking to see what's going to be on my flanks. Since I did make a lot of noise, there's going to be something coming up to my flank. Like always, I think it was a behemoth if I remember. Yeah, it was. Wasn't to see if I was an ultimatum, but I was like, nah, let me just stun him. And let me use this ultimatum shot for something else. So I'm going to go around the right side. Now, the thing about the Mega Nest is, I'd say if you're trying to no death run it, try your best to get every hole you can from the outside. Play the patient game. You don't have to rush in. Except if you have like gas, like orbital gas strike, gas mines, and gas nades with supply pack. You can safely go in and just gas everything. And everything's going to be concussed. But if you don't have that, and you have like a jump pack, or you have a shield, a personal shield generator, or any of the like, your best bet, I would say this, is not even to go inside yet. Take out all the holes you can from the outside, bait out all the bugs that you can to the outside, and then the rest is yours. And you'll see that most of the time I'm using my ultimatum, not even to destroy heavies. It's really just to close bug holes, because the ultimatum, I'm not gonna lie, it's really good at destroying bug holes.
Here comes the cavalry. Now that's what I call
I'm trying to get all this area ad clear. Right. But as you can see, all these bugs are coming outside towards me. That's what I want. I want to bait them to come out towards me. So if I need to go inside, it'd be easy clean.
democracy's on its way.
But there's another strat where some people say you can just go inside and run back and forth. I think that's not back and forth, one side to side, like one end to the other end. I think that's a very like risky and not rewarding idea. Simply because you're gonna get, I already know this, you're gonna get sidetracked by something. Especially if you're trying to do if you're trying to do like one of the no death runs, full clears. Doing that inside a Mega Nest, you're gonna get hit by something. Either that be a roaming hunter, an alpha commander, charger, a sport charger, or behemoth, or impaler, even a bio titan. See, this was when I'm safely trying to see how far I can go inside without getting pressed in too much. There's some impaler who I alerted. He's inside. I don't know where he is. This is why I baited the behemoth to destroy the bug hole. Behemoths can destroy bug holes if they ram into it, or even if they just walk over it. I think it's like the sheer weight that they have. As you can see, I just stunned them, right? I sometimes stun myself too, not gonna lie. But stuns, I like stuns because they just completely stop them from rushing me. Gas has the tendency, the hunters and warriors and alpha commanders have a tendency to keep on swinging in my general direction. And I'm just like, dude, what the hell?
On its way.
And stuns help me create distance, which Comes out a very long way. But as you can see, I'm still trying to bail them out, running around, not committing too much, right? You don't want to overcommit, but when you need to commit or when you feel like you can, just do it. In a moment, you'll see me I'm just gonna commit to it because I feel like it's safer. And since I did dive near the Mega Nest, I have a lot of time. Like, I will say, at the time limit, I have, like, if I'm 7 minutes in, I haven't really cleared it out, I'm going to do something else. But since I'm not 7 minutes in yet, I was like, okay, I have enough time. This is when I fully commit. Right, I have 4 stems, I have, 1 ultimatum left, I have a good amount of grenade launcher ammo left. I'm going to commit for this one. And I did. Did a little jump shot right there. Yeah, I'll say for this, you guys really have to learn, especially if you're trying to do no death runs on Super Helldive. Just learn when to commit and learn when to run away. There's no shame in running away, man. If you know you're gonna lose, just run away. Like the best strat, like I always say, like this is like an old saying, but the best generals always saw when they were going to lose. So if you want to be a good player, quote unquote, for a PvE game, if you want to be a good player, just know where you're going to lose. And don't overcommit. This time I'm waiting for my supplies. And this is a risky wait, I'm not going to lie, because I just have so many bugs following me. Like, what's that, dude? I just have so many of them follow me. But I was like, I need some ammo. I need something to hit this medium nest up. And the thing about fighting the bugs, right? Like, you fight them, and they have a very tendency to make you not think clearly. So most of what you're seeing, of me playing right now, I'm going off of just like instinct. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. Not really thinking. But at least my commentary is gonna I'm gonna try to guide you what I'm thinking at that moment instinctively. So my moment right now is just trying to get all of these guys cleared out of here before they just bum rush me. Especially the warriors. Mainly the warriors. The hunters, they're okay. That can get annoying, but it's mainly the warriors that kill me a lot, I've seen in my runs. So yeah, I'm stunning them. I was trying to go for a jump shot, but I clearly missed. It would have been nice if I hit that one. So what I am going to do, since it's a bug breach for my napalms, I will always toss a bug breach in there. I'm going to reload my ultimatum. And what I want to do is jump pack out of there and hit that. Which I did, I was lucky. See, this is why I like the jump pack over the hover pack. It's just that quick A to B repositioning that the jump pack has over the hover pack. Jump pack, you can create such good space in a short amount of time. Hover pack takes a long time, and including that, your descendant going down, you're like, it's very awkward. You're like asking to get hit. Yeah, you see this Battle Titan? Yeah, he followed me for a good chunk of my mission. Not a good chunk, but a good amount of time. Yeah, those Battle Titans, they will chase you down. They'll definitely chase you down. So right now, I'm trying to see where I'm going to go. I saw a Stalker Nest on the mini-map, so I pinged that out. I always say, if you guys want to know what a Stalker Nest looks like, a Stalker Nest is always something that looks like it looks like a mini country, not gonna lie. Like, it looks like a small country sometimes with like a big crater in it. That's what I always remind myself what a Stalker Nest looks like. Just like, oh yeah, it looks like a country of some sort. Or a state sometimes. Yeah, that guy's still following me. He is still following me. But for this, sort of run, right?
Freedom.
Since it's a no death run, or one of my no death runs I wanted to do before Gloom goes away. I wanted to make sure I have like very good like
Eagle 1 with
mob clear and good spacing and repositioning. So I always choose jump pack. Like if I actually want a no death full clear, my main pick is going to be jump pack. Just for the ability to go to A to B. Shield generator pack is good too, and the regular supply pack is good too. So this is following me. So what I did was like, yep, let me just go down here, and we're gonna see what I do in this mission. Right, is I'm constantly running to different points or different points of interest and mission objectives. They see how much I can do before I gotta leave. So you'll see what I mean by that with this mediumness right here. See, I only got 2 holes done, and they call them bug breach. I had all my red offensives; they were all on cooldown, so I had no way to do anything. So I ran away. I knew that was a fight I was gonna lose. Ran away. Especially, I knew the fight I was going to lose because the Bio Titan has been following me for like 4 minutes. And that's the thing about having like no designated anti-tank, only relying on a sidearm. Is that you can have a Bio Titan follow you for some time, and they won't leave. They won't leave you alone, unless you're on scout armor. Then they'll probably leave you alone. But I don't run scout armor, so they didn't leave me. They did not leave me alone. Right now, all I'm doing is going to be picking off all these enemies. As you can tell, I'm picking them off. Just so they can not follow me too much. Create some distance for myself. Because they will follow you. They will catch up to you. Especially if you don't have any sort of scout armor. They will catch up to you, man. And I don't run scout armor, so I'm like used to bugs catching up to me. Because what scout armor does is allows you to have better aggro control, which I think is a very good passive. For scout armor, you can definitely disengage way faster than you can with any other armor in the game right now. But let's see. You'll see what I mean by like how I'm doing as much objectives as I can until I feel overwhelmed, or if I know they're going to call in a bug breach. This is a primary example right here with the power generator. Fuck Shriekers, by the way. I hate Shriekers. I don't like Alpha Commanders, and I don't like Shriekers. Yeah, this is when I felt that this was going to be too much for me. I had 3 entryways that are getting surrounded by enemies. So I was like, yep, I'm leaving the spot. Look at that. There was a lot of them in there, man. And I would have to handle all of that if I stayed in that area. And it was just a bad idea, because like I said, I don't have any sort of, major any sort of supply pack. So I can't like spam gas nades or spam stun nades. I got a dip. I was lucky that Hellbomb didn't kill me, by the way. I was so lucky. So what I am doing is right now is I'm repositioning and I'm running away. What am I running away from? All of this. And that was 2 patrols. One back there with the Alpha Commander, and another one with the Shrieker, and not the Shriek, and the Shriekers, and another one with the Hunters. 3 patrols I had to handle, and including the dudes inside of the objective. So now what you're seeing is, I was trying to feel out and see if I can do some of this heaviness. You'll see what I did. I decided not to do it. Spoilers. Because I was like, there's too much enemies there. You just gotta know when you're gonna lose, dude. I can't stress that enough. I may sound like a broken record. You just gotta know when you're gonna lose. see I'm doing like madman movement so I won't get hit by the shriekers. God forbid they catch you off guard once. So I'm clearing out the objective. Alright, use my grenade launcher, Omega Clear. Push him back into the little pit area so I can clear him out with a bunch of the Alpha Commanders and warriors that just spawned. Almost got from the Hive Guard because he hit me in the leg. I don't know, some of my resupplies. And see, what I'm not afraid to do is waste my resupply box somewhere on the map. Especially near my missions that I didn't complete yet. I think that's a habit a lot of you guys should get into, is calling down resupplies when they're off cooldown. Because they save you a lot. And I was lucky I didn't die there. If I didn't have Vitality Enhancement, I would have bled out in that situation. I probably would have died just from bleeding out. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to put all the bugs in this middle, or give them coming into one direction, so I could spam Eagle Strafe and possibly spam more of my grenade launcher. Alright, look, see, I'm trying to get them all in one direction, so I have them all facing me. Hopped out of that position because I saw there was going to be multiple. Look at that. 2 warriors, 3 warriors already on me. If I would have saved that, I probably would have died. I decided to leave this objective because the objective's too hot. Right, so you see what I'm doing, right? I'm repositioning myself as much as possible when I feel like this is just taking too long. It's taking too much. I can do something else, and I don't have to kill these guys if I need to. What I really want to stress over is that if you see yourself in an objective over, like, trying to clear it out for over, like, 2 minutes or so, leave that objective and do something else, especially when you have so much on the map to do. So I threw down this napalm. You know what I got? I went back to that medium nest. Now look at the medium nest. Nothing's there. They all despawned. Repositioning to other objectives help the last objective you're at despawn those enemies. So you gotta have to play the system against its play the code against the system. Because only so many enemies can spawn in during your mission, and if you reposition somewhere else, like across the map, that last objective, like I said, no one's there. So now what I'm doing is going back to the generator. Why am I going back to the generator? Complete it, and I know for a fact there's probably no one there. I tried to see if I could do this objective, but I forgot what I did. Yeah, I think I ran away. Because after I stemmed, I had nothing else left. I had no sims. Only 1 Ultimatum ammo, no flashbangs. Not flashbangs, stun nades. Basically, I was like really dry for a long time. And I've noticed there's a bunch of shriekers coming out, so I was like, what is this? Is there a shrieker nest? Around this corner, there was a shrieker nest. So I was like, okay, gotta go over there. When I did go over there, I placed down a resupply. Because I already know if I did not resupply myself during this shrieker nest push, I was gonna die. I heard going prone helps. I think sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. I don't know.
Administering freedom.
Trying to push all of them off me, you know, because they were following me. And I'm resupplying almost everything, so I'm using the whole supply pod. I already have 2 backup and like other 2 objectives, so I was like, let me just use this whole one. I'm gonna be fine. Yes, by the way, grenade launcher spam and ultimatum and any other explosive weapon, even like basic like tenderizer to even liberator, basic liberator can destroy the shrieker nest. Because shrieker nests almost have like no durability. It's like a beehive nest if you think about it. Shriekers are still following me, so I'm trying to pick off the Shriekers, you know. So since that breach was called, you know what I did. You definitely should know what I did. I ran away. Pick some off before I get overwhelmed by running away. I went to one of the nests I want to complete. Or, no, I went to one of the oil objective I want to complete. Since that nest is really right near that bug breach. They were just going to follow me down there. Yeah, these Shriekers, man, I always hated Shriekers with a passion. There's just something about them. Like, especially if they die, too. They hit you when they die, and you take damage. You're just like, fuck, you're the only enemy that happens to me. Oh, that happens to me all the time. When an Alpha Commander falls and dies on you, he doesn't, like, hurt you. Only the Shriekers do. Right now, I'm cutting them off, you know. I saw them following me. And seeing that there's a whole, little colony following me. I wanted this grenade launcher spam, but I was like, nah, not worth it, really. So, yep, look, the objective's clear. Beforehand, objective wasn't clear. Like I said, can't stress out enough. Run away. If you run away, everyone else is going to despawn. I always like this type of... You know, I wish more terminals had this pattern thing. It's really fun. It's like a mini game. The mini games, the little test to see if you are well adjusted in the head at the moment. I've seen I've seen so many people struggle with those puzzles too. It's funny. And right now it's just, you know, quiet. It's all quiet in the western front. The only time I get to, you know, take a breather finally. Yeah, Gloom spawns, I'd say, are very much increased. I don't know about how much. Like, I don't know the logarithm equation that they use to make the spawns increase on the Gloom. Because, yeah, it's way more than normal.
Dropping a pin.
It's probably like 4 by the power of 1 instead of 1 by the power of 4. That's what I'm thinking. See, since there's no one else in these two objectives, I'm able just to clear them out efficiently. It does takes a bit of running away, sadly, but you know, I saw I was gonna lose those fights while I was over here, so it's my I was like, yep, run away. Right now, I'm just, you know, doing the oil thing. Not really worry about too much. So I was hoping this run will be pretty solid to commentate over, and it was. It was a solid run. And it's like almost like the last day of Gloom, so it's kind of like, yeah, let me try to do a no death run real quick. Because recently, a lot of my turbulent runs, I've just been doing the full clears, not really planning to no death. If a no death would happen, that's nice, but I didn't really like plan to do it. This one I kind of planned to do it. That's why I picked the jump pack. Because like I said, like I had a lot of successful no death runs against the Terminus when I'm using jump pack.
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear.
Jump pack is by far my favorite stratagem. My most used backpack stratagem and my favorite stratagem. At first I thought the hover pack was going to replace my jump pack, but it didn't. It definitely did not replace it at all. So I finally decided, let me just clear out this nest. From enemies, from the holes itself. Because I don't want to go back here. I don't want to backtrack to the nest I have to do when I have no time left.
Bug outpost destroyed.
Dropping a pin.
Climb up that hill. Let's see, I already hate. Oh, that made me mad. You can't climb up hills sometimes. But yeah, this is when I just kind of rain a bunch of grenade launchers all over them. There's just too many following me. They're gonna follow me up to my main objective. I can already see that happening. I think this is the only time, I'm pretty sure, I stayed and fight a little bit so I can just clear it out and get it done. Jump hacking in, gonna be Eagle Strafing them again. I'm trying to find which angle, which one's the Eagle Strafe, and I just decided Eagle Strafe on my right side. Yeah, I'm just spamming Nades launchers right now, man. I'm spamming Nade launchers. The thing about the lane launcher is you should just spam it. You know, it's one of those good weapons. It's one of those good medium pin, add clear weapons where there's no harm if you just spam that shit. Especially if there's a lot of enemies. The grenade launcher, stalwart, and sometimes I think the air burst as well are very good ad clears. The thing about the air burst is that it has the longest. I think it has the longest stationary reload because you have to twist it. Like it's not like the recoilless rifle where you just dump it in. That one you have to like twist. No, I think auto cannon. Forgot which one it is. But as you can tell, one of them was about to call a bug breach, and I'm just spamming everything I got over them. I'm throwing like my whole kitchen at them at this point. I really want to get this done. But they called that bug breach, and I was like, I gotta back up. So this time I did reposition. I didn't run away across the map. I just repositioned somewhere else where all of them are going to get drawn out of the objective, and I'm able to go back in and go around. And I'm trying to clear as much of them as I can possible. Because first I wanted to go back in there. But then I noticed, I was like, dude, there's too many. I can't really see. Spore charge is there, so I definitely can't see. I'm not going to risk it. Let me just run away, reposition. Let me draw all of them out. Because they're going to follow me. They already know where I am. So definitely going to follow me. So as you can see what I'm doing, looking at my map, seeing if all of them, not all of them, but most of them going out. Most of them were. Right now, I'm just waiting. I'm just like kind of buying time, killing time, waiting to see if all of them came out. Went back up because I think they did. Yep, most of them went away. The spore fog went away. Now my mind is just trying to get this objective done. Or the last objective. The Alpha Commander was just, that scared the fuck out of me. I was not commentating, but I was like, whew. Dude, I was so scared when that thing popped up out of nowhere. Definitely could have like one tap, two tap my head if he wanted to in that situation. Yeah, now we're just about to go into the city. That's where the fun really begins. That's when you're gonna have to have better awareness than normal. But the thing about the city versus the outside or areas like this, it's like you have way more area to see. So you can see what within like 200 meters, 100 meters. The city, since everything's so narrow, so small, and every building's really high up to the point where you can't really overlook them, you have like the visual view of 30 meters. So your sight of, like your eye of sight, not your eye of sight, your sight is just cut in half. Not even half, dude. That shit's cut like way the fuck down.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
That's when I kind of rushed a little bit because I heard that. I was like, okay, 10 minutes, I gotta do something. I gotta plan something out. Not really rushed, but gotta more take my time. Gotta be calm.
Found something.
The thing about jump hacking in the city is sometimes you will just jump hack right in front of like 2 patrols. Now you see there's one patrol right there, another patrol on my right hand side. I jump hack like straight in the middle of that. Like that's the thing about the city. You gotta be very keen about your areas where you jump hack in. Take the Impale out first because he's the biggest threat. Always try to take him out. I don't know where that warrior came from, by the way. Not the one in front of my face. I saw him, but the other warrior, I think that's the one who hit me in the leg.
Here comes the cavalry.
So this is when I let my instincts kind of just kick in, right? I was like, I don't care what happens, I'm doing this. I was so lucky I didn't die. Yeah, I did not care if I was going to get hit with that napalm. I just threw it. Because I was like, I need something. Because all of them just called a bug breach. Killed about like 22. I forgot. I think it was like 30? Was that a 30 kill streak? Because there's so many. Oh, at 40. But see, I had a lot of close calls. Bit of luck doesn't hurt, and you know. That's when I decided just to go back in and want to clear this out. I'll try to do the objective as much as possible. But I still have a heaviness I gotta do. I gotta work on my stun nades. I sometimes stun myself. I don't know if pouncers even hit you now. I heard that they don't anymore because they're just bugged, which wouldn't surprise me.
Sending down equipment package.
Yeah, here's the thing about the city is that there's like an increased spawn. Like the city's a new mega nest. There's so much that spawned. Heavies from chaff, from the mediums. They all spawn on you. Or they spawn around you, a lot of them. Especially with the gloom. Because gloom spawns are like times 10. What I am doing, I'm trying to clear everything out. Let's clear all the chaff out. There's like a bug hole right there. I just didn't close that up because I was like, oh, no, that's not the important part right now. The important part is staying alive. And this is like pretty of a big risk for me because they literally just spawned in right behind me. The bug breach right behind me. I dipped out that place. And you know what I did? Dipped, repositioned myself to do something else. Just do something else. Could be anything. So clear out heaviness. Why not? I haven't got that done yet. As you can tell, I'm just waiting on time, and I'm trying to clear out as much as I can as possible. I did not focus on these behemoths. They were not a threat. They were stuck. So I didn't really care for them. So I am running away right now. Trying to go somewhere else. Trying to clear out that heavy nest. And you saw that left hand side. Look how many enemies are there. At that left hand side, dude, there was like no light. There was like 15 of them there. Just waiting there. Like, I think it was like 2 patrols collided or something like that. Because they were just waiting.
Found something.
Yeah, you can tell I'm playing a little bit passive. A little bit smarter than usual sometimes. Yeah, when I do like no death runs, at least for the bugs, I'm playing totally different than I do for the bots. For the bots, I'm taking more risky jump shots. I don't really care. Bots, all you gotta do is hide behind cover, and there's only like 15 of them. But for bugs, like, you really have to play careful. You gotta play patiently. If you just overextend, even by a little bit, overestimate, and it fucks up, you're gonna be on a death loop. Definitely gonna be in a death loop. And Eagle Strafefoots can also destroy bug holes too. But the thing is, I think it has to hit the front end of it. That's what I figured out, or found out. One of the Impaler tentacles destroyed that bug hole. Impaler's tentacles also do explosive damage. And if the Impaler tentacle goes up in front or up through the bug hole, it's gonna destroy it. It's just like the behemoth. But as you can tell, I'm trying to ignore them as much as possible. Making sure I'm jump packing over them. And now, since I got the heaviness, I was like, let me just focus on the last OBJ. I got like approximately 4 minutes on the clock. So, and I've got like 3 steps of the OBJ done, main OBJ done. So it's gonna be pretty quick for me to get this over with and get the fuck out the city. Because the city is the true nightmare. The city's a new mega nest. That's all I like to say. The city is the new mega nest. That was risky of me doing that because the Impaler tentacle could go up way faster and would have vibe checked me. I don't know what happened. That was a glitch. Some kind of movement glitch. I was really confused when that happened. Don't worry. Yeah, so right now I'm just trying to clear out this whole thing. A lot of these enemies around here. The Battle Titan I wanted to kill because I'm like, yeah, he's going to be a problem. An issue. Let me get him out of here. I chucked that Orbital Napalm because I already knew there was a lot of enemies following me from the previous bug breach. And they didn't despawn because I didn't go that far. I went like, what, 100? Not 100 meters, like 50 meters? If, maybe? I didn't go that far, so they definitely followed me. So you can tell I'm using napalms when breaches or there's a lot of enemies following me. And I know there's a lot of enemies following me, so it's not like a waste of a napalm. You can only use them so many times. Yep, that was the mission. And then after that, I just waited out until the clock died. There was no point in me staying at the extraction point, given I had supplies that were not even on cooldown or off cooldown, so I know supplies basically. And then second of all, there's gonna be like mega patrols everywhere, and me trying to fight that with no supplies, nothing's off cooldown. I'm gonna get fucked. That's one of my things too. Like, I will fight at extraction. You guys see me in like some of my full clear Terminator runs. I will definitely fight at extraction. If I have things to fight with. Right? If I have a supply drop, a supply pack, I will fight at extraction. Everything is off its cooldown. But since this one, nothing was off its cooldown, only grenade launcher and jump pack, there's no need to go to extraction. I could just wait it out. See, I'm taking my time. Probably took a sip of water in that situation.
Eagle's back from the nest.
Only thing I had was off cooldown with Eagle, and can't really do much with Eagle Strafe. I mean, you can, but with 30 seconds, then it's gonna run out anyways. Yeah, I would like to say that the Gloom is definitely like the spawn rate is definitely up by a lot. So a lot of the issues that bugs have when it comes to like gameplay issues, like warriors two-tapping you from just hitting your hitbox, not even yourself, just your hitbox. Impalers one-tapping you from like 100 meters away. That's all up by like 10 almost. Not 10, but all up by like 4. So if you remember how solo bugs, normal solo bugs, like the cheese that the bugs will do to you, just think about what they can do to you when they have a lot of them. And including that they have explosion damage now too. Like in Gloom alone, there was definitely more chargers and more heavies than I've seen in a while. Off Gloom alone. Yeah, I'm just waiting out the clock. There's really nothing else going on. I already knew I won. Just gotta wait it out, really. Not gonna be an extraction because there's gonna be too much of extraction. And then they'll call a bug breach. And there'll be a lot of them. And I can't handle all of that with just stun nades and grenade launcher. I don't have gas nades. Yeah, right now I'm just waiting, man. But yeah, like I said, like Gloom is Gloom definitely is a fun thing to experience trying to solo it. Just remember that everything you don't like about the bugs is like ×4 on Gloom because there's more of them.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
This was definitely like not one of the cleanest runs I had, but it was a pretty alright run. Had some close calls. Definitely some close calls. A lot of times I should have got 2-tapped. I didn't get 2-tapped, which is kind of insane, really.
Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Yep, and this is when I finished in.
Initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
He was the only one that got off his stun. That's crazy.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Man, that's a Gloom for you guys, man. A no death run finally. Well, would at least do this once on the Gloom, because my last solo runs on Gloom has just been full clears, not really me aiming for a no death. This one was like I wanted to aim for a no death, and why not do post commentary? Live commentary I also do, but this time around I was like I'll just do post commentary, tell you guys what I'm thinking at the time. Yeah, Gloom is like super fun though. Definitely fun from just the spawn rate increase alone. Even though sometimes you would just get overwhelmed a lot. Way more than normal bugs. You only got like what, like 700 kills this time around? So not that many kills. Not that many kills. Yeah, 759. 33 M's used. 53 stratagems used. Yeah, that's the fucking... That's the Gloom for you guys. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Peace.